the shining tetrahedron is located up in the north inside the volcano. Getting there is a feat on its own. First, you will need to come to the dragon mouth right here. Once you're there, you will be extremely cold, so don't forget to dress for the weather. Head on inside and make sure you stay warm. The Trapezohedron, while not listed as an artifact by the archivist, is in fact a replacement for the Serpent Ring of Set. Currently, it acts more like a catalyst rather than being the artifact itself. It is 100% required to remove the bracelets of power at this time in Conan. Once you make it outside, you will have to endure an incredible heat. Now I have this shield here which allows me to resist this heat while keeping my armor on. Although my armor is also able to disperse the heat as well. So you're going to want to make sure that you come equipped for this. Make your way down to the center and you will face this King Rock Horse. Make short work of him and proceed into the temple. Get Rockhead, of course. Once inside, all the fanatics will start attacking you. So you can either make short work of them like this, or alternatively you can just run past them and jump into the center here, which is a portal to the other side. Once here, you will emerge in where they offer sacrifices to their lizard gods. Now, this is a big place full of lore, but we are not here for any of this. We will discuss the forge and pretty much anything else to do with the volcano area in a separate video. For now, we are focused on getting the tetrahedron. So we are going to make our way over there. That is essentially where we're going. Who comes? Ah, a human. Come, come. Our death has not been too long delayed. So fight your way through those two guards, and instead of going that way, you're going to go the opposite way to the left. Again, we will discuss the forge in another video. On your way down, you will run into one lizard guy. Make short work of him and continue through. Loot him if you want, but they don't really have anything good. As you make your way to the staircase, you'll have two more. Dispatch them and continue up the staircase. Now in this room, you have two options. You can either fight a giant group or you can leave. That's the group, and that's the way out. We're gonna fight the group. It seems like a terrible idea. We're gonna take on the center guy first, and actually that was a terrible idea. Go for the minions on the side because they stacked up heavily. And did you have no, nothing really? Okay. Again, I'm not exploring this place right now. I'm sure there's stuff I've missed. But continue on down through the pathway and you will be presented with these two big lizard guys. These are mini bosses surrounded by snakes, and it presents a pretty big challenge actually. Keep your defense high and you will make short work of them, and you'll be able to... Why'd you turn your back at me to shoot a bow? Okay, well he's dead. Alright, and I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way, hop over the lava, and continue on through the doorway. Alright, eventually you will make it to this gate, I guess. And to open it, you need to kill this guy who says he's a boss, but he's just as difficult as anything else you fought, so... Kill him and boom, door opens. Head on through the door. Now, I tried to run through all these guys and they just stacked up, and I know for a fact they do a fair amount of damage. So just pick them off one by one instead of trying to fight them as a giant group. Now here it gets kind of dicey, but we head off to the left, and then we went through that doorway, hopped over the lava, and now we're going to climb up these rocks over here. And then once we're up there, there's a path, and we just pretty much follow that all the way to the temple. Mine the lizard guy, kill him, and you're pretty much at the boss now. Alright, so this boss, for me actually, he glitched out quite a bit. But essentially how he works is he will be protected by a force field and summon these shadow guys. They do full damage to you, but as you can see here, they are destroyed in one hit. So after you kill a bunch of them, I think there's like 8 waves of them, something like that. The force field that is protecting the boss, who should be sitting in this chair, will go away, and you're supposed to be able to attack him from that standpoint, but as you can see, my game glitched out. So I reloaded, came back in. You come for the tetrahedron. I am the last of my kind. I'm still gonna kill you. All things fall, kingdoms, men, worlds. We whisper in the darkness beneath this volcano. As you can see, I hit him and this whole thing glitched out. There was a time, human, when we lived in the sun and we ruled the world. So he's not even attacking me right, he's half stuck in the floor. Obviously something went very wrong. All things end. I go gratefully into the darkness. Go ahead and loot him and you will get the Trapezohedron. It was a treasure and placed in a curious box by the crinoid things of Antarctica, salvaged from their ruins by the serpent men of Balzuia, the hunter of the dark. H.P. Lovecraft. The artifact is spoken of in whispers by the knighted cults of the Hyborian Age. It is rumored to be a window into all of space and time, but with the cost that the user risks bearing their soul to power from the outer dark. The serpent men of Baluzia were in possession of this object, and how they came to be living beneath the volcano in the exiled lands is a mystery. Perhaps fleeing their genocide at the hands of the legendary Cull of Atlantis, they made their way to the exiled lands where they befriended the giant kings through worship of their deity, Set. In return, they were allowed to live in the cradle of the volcano and build their cities there. It was, however, too late for the Serpent Men, a degenerate of dying races lacking the genetic diversity to continue. They found themselves coupling with snakes and lesser reptiles in hopes of preserving their species, but as time passed, they lost all hope of survival and instead prayed for a bitter revenge upon the races. They crafted a staff with their ancient magics and summoned a presence via the Trapezohedron to inhibit the staff and lead the giant kings to their downfall. If they must die, they would take as many with them as possible, and most especially the cursed children of humankind. This is one of the artifacts required to create the keystone that can be used to remove the slave bracelets. And there you have it, folks. With that, you have the Trapezohedron, and now we can make our way out of this snake-riddled land. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.